New York's own Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and other Democrat lawmakers held a press conference at the Roosevelt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan on Friday to address their plans for the illegal immigrant crisis, and they were screamed at and shouted down by their constituents. "Close the border," some New Yorkers yelled, while another told AOC to "get out, you media whore." AOC tried to explain, amid the shouting and protest, that lawmakers are trying to address the illegal immigration problem by continuing to lessen the restrictions on those who illegally crossed the border and landed in New York. She wants asylum seekers to be able to get work authorization faster, as do her colleagues, and they are calling on the federal government to provide more aid. AOC was joined by Representative Adriano Espaillat, who spoke in glowing terms about those who have arrived in New York, saying that they are just looking for a better life. Espaillat said that illegal immigrants are fleeing violence and environmental disasters. "I think these are folks who will take New York City to a better place," Espaillat said. "Every crisis presents great opportunity. There's hope and opportunity in this building," he said, referencing the Roosevelt. Neither he nor AOC addressed the problems being brought with this onslaught to either the city or their constituents. Those constituents, however, were vocal outside the Roosevelt Hotel, which takes up an entire Midtown block. "This is a contentious issue," Espaillat said. He went on to say that the common denominator is the American dream. "We believe in it, and we will fight for it." It appears that New Yorkers, however, are willing to fight him and AOC and all the Democrat leaders they can find over it. Ultimately, AOC tried to say over the sound of angry New Yorkers who just want their city back, "There are 3 points of consensus here that are very important in getting a solution to this issue. The first is that there is consensus here across geography and state on increased federal resources to cities and municipalities dealing with this issue. The second is to allow for work authorization so that folks in here can get to work and start supporting themselves as soon as possible," she went on. "They are prevented from getting jobs, they are prevented employment, and that is part of the strain," she tried to say, though she was drowned out. "Those who enter illegally into the U.S. can claim asylum, and once they have done so, they are given a court date some 5 years into the future where they can petition their case. Once they have been admitted to the U.S., where they can wait for their court date, they must wait 180 days before being able to obtain a work authorization. AOC and her cronies want to lessen that time period. She also wanted to extend temporary protected status for Venezuelans. These 3 things, she said, would help. The American dream will not be bullied into submission today," Espaillat said, clearly speaking to those who voted him into office and those who can vote him out. "We're here to fight for the American dream. We will not be bullied. We will not be pushed into a corner. We will fight for these common-sense solutions." New Yorkers, however, just want their city back and to stop bearing the brunt of Biden's border crisis. Representative Jerrold Nadler also was berated by voters. "The federal government is the entity that has refused to close or secure the U.S. borders, allowing this mess to happen." New York Mayor Eric Adams has warned outright that this crisis will destroy New York City. Already, illegal immigrants are taking up space in shelters, are being given temporary housing in schools, parks, and playing fields, and already homeless New Yorkers are being further left out in the old. The Roosevelt Hotel has been leased by the city of New York from the Pakistani company that owns it and uses it to house illegal immigrant asylum seekers who arrive in New York to the tune of $10,000 per month.